Hey, you caught me on a what, Wednesday night into Thursday. Came downstairs to the basement to wash my hockey equipment, and I saw there was water on the floor. So I'm like, where's the water coming from? So I'm looking around, I can't see. Then I go in the utility closet. Once I go in the utility closet, I see that all of my wonderful electronic equipment, unfortunately it's not wet, but the shelves are wet. So I'm like, where's the water coming from? It's not coming up from the floor, it's coming down from above. So I'm like, man, what is it? So I had to find the leak. So I checked bathroom after bathroom, looked all around. I couldn't find anything. So I'm thinking, oh, don't be in the walls. And meanwhile, everything's still wet, so there's a leak somewhere, and I don't know where it's coming from. And I looked all over the floor, and I see it spreading, and I'm just like, all right, I have no idea when this started, but let me kind of like look above and see what's going on here. So I looked at the column. I'm not sure if you can actually tell or not, but all down here was wet. It's starting to dry up now. But I noticed it was really weird because each of these shelves were wet. So I'm like, how are the shelves wet? Where's the water coming from? So it had to be coming from above. So I followed this joist all the way up. And if you can see that cup right there, I noticed that there was a leak all the way up there. Now, this was the size of a pinhole, but there was enough water coming out of it. Drip, 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 drip. So for however long it ran, fortunately it wasn't long, it soaked a bunch of stuff. So I was happy to be able to find it. I'm working to try to patch it right now. It's about 3:30 in the morning. Probably won't be getting too much sleep. But so happy I located the leak. I had to turn the water off. The family's still asleep, so they might be into a little bit of a rude awakening when they do wake up. But I'm doing my best to rectify the issue. And again, doing something temporary. And then I'll have to call in a plumber to see if I can get some more assistance. But sometimes life happens, right? And you never really can predict what's going to happen or why. But as long as you are getting progress, you're moving forward and you're kind of like knocking out the cause of the issue, you're a step ahead of the game. So once you kind of figure that out, then ask for help. You know, I went to YouTube to figure out how do you stop a pinhole. And it just so happens that when I was doing some porch pillar work, that I had this Quickwood. It's like putty that you roll up in your hands and it can create a really tight bond. So that's the one pick that I'm doing. I'm going to see what happens when I turn the water back on. But going to let everything dry. I think I have about 30 minutes to go. But man, you never know what a day's going to bring. You just got to be ready for it. So I wanted to share, I guess, my news of my challenge for tonight. You know, wish me luck in getting everything up and going. Hopefully I'll get a little bit of sleep after this is all done. All right. Bye.